Terms and conditions don't apply. Obstacle courses ranked by number of views at snapshot date weighted by days posted, and I have no idea why I'm talking this quickly. Number 12. The Squirrel Board Game Championships, where Bobby Swisher took on Gary Kasparov over 7 game zones. After a scrabbly start, Gary proved to be a bit of a chestnut, while Bobby battled to catch up. It had a dramatic ending at the climb scene, where one of our furry contestants hadn't got a Cluedo. Number 11. Squirrel Football, the SIFA World Cup. Last year's course where we saw ball-to-ball action as Nutella Toon for England took on Draymar da Silva Santos for Brazil. There were dodgy tackles and the odd red card, but some skillful play was had from our furry footballers. But it wasn't enough to advance further in this competition. Number 10. Squirrel School. Created in the days when I used to teach. Those days are long gone now, just like that shed. This waggly-tailed student seemed happy with the subject matter back then. A course that truly does go down in history. Number 9. Black Squirrel Sprint Obstacle Course. An oldie but goodie that looks now as if it was filmed on a box brownie. But hey, you get the best of both worlds. Top quality action, low quality footage. Number 8. Squirrels at the Movies. Natalie Portman had a starring role across 5 film scenes. Even with a poorly paw and lots of sharks in the film industry, her Titanic acting debut earned her Best Squirrel in a leaping role. Number 7 is Squirrel Moon Landing. Courtesy of the National Space Agency, after taking off in Apollo 13, Buzz Aldrin donned his spacesuit, exited the landing craft, and took a giant leap for squirrel kind. Number 6. The Squirrel Grand National brings up the halfway point, where Ninja Nutcase raced Lady Bobtail over 5 furlongs and 5 fences. Both squirrels showed a fine pedigree over Creature's Brook and the water jump, well, less of a jump, more of a drink, and ended with a photo finish. Number 5. It's the Social Isolation Squirrel Obstacle Course, built during lockdown. Great course, loved by the squirrels, but no one wants reminding of 2020, so let's move on. Number 4. Black Squirrel Assault Course. My very first build back in 2010. Basic course, but built with my son, who was 12 years old at the time, who could guess where it would all lead. My words back then still apply today.
Everyone else hangs out there washing. I hang out my squirrel.
Number 3. Squirrel Olympics, the Leptathlon. Who could forget my biggest and boldest course ever, as our agile athletes overcame lots of hurdles, amongst many other sporting obstacles, in their quest for gold. And a nutty reward, if you can reach it. Number 2. The Furmula 1 Grand Prix. Hugely popular on the squirrel racing circuit, Lewis Scrambleton was behind the wheel, negotiating the hairpin bend, with barely a gear change over the adverse clamber. He's certainly number 1 in this sport, but what's top of our chart as we arrive at the people's all-time favourite? Number 1. Double Squirrel Assault Course wins the top spot. It may be old, but it's a classic worth recycling, like all the items on this 3-pronged course. Well done to all the squirrels who've entertained us all over the years, and don't forget, all these videos can be found in full on my channel. Thank you for watching.